Okay, here we go. Issue 80 now. Last one of this month. This one's a big one. I've been doing a little bit of prep beforehand. So we begin basically working on the front panel and some of the switching. Quite a lot to do, so let's crack on. So what do we get in this month's issue? We get the front panel, big piece of plastic, and I've pre-painted this as before. We get some switches, a little bit of blue casing, metal bracket, some cable, silver parts, and these parts which I've painted ahead of time. So that one's fine, but all these ones have been masked with mask gold, and here's what they look like before. So now it's just a case of taking the mask gold off, see what we've got. So that's the first part. Pretty good. Some bits around the edge that just need tidying up, but I don't think they'll matter too much. So that's that part done. Yeah, you get the idea, and I'll be right back once I've stripped all the paints off. Okay, so that's all been stripped off. They've all come out pretty good, I think. So first stage, that goes in there, making sure the thicker, or the lip that comes out the most is at the top. And then, and I've double checked this, all the screws are the self-tapping screws for this part, or for this magazine. So a case of just firing in screws. Okay, that's done. That section looks like that. Next part is silver part. And as before, you want the thicker part at the top, or the deeper part of the wedge, and that's 2 screws on the back. Okay, that silver section looks like that. Then we have this section here with the arrow pointing down. That sits in there like that. Flip it over, and it's got a little notch in that, well, a raised section that fits into the notch on this. And again, 6mm screw just goes in the back. That looks like that. Just all come out nice. Then flip it over again, and this slots over that post, and another 6mm self-tapping screw goes in the top. That looks like that. And that's it for that section. Okay, we're on to the next section. So you just got to attach the cable. I've just done this ahead of time. That connector is a bit weak on the board, so be very careful of that. Then on this blue section, you've got 2 little raised parts pins, and they locate with those 2 pin holes on the board. And they fit as easy as that. Okay, then 3 more self-tapping screws into the holes to hold the board onto the case. Which I'll do off screen, come right back to you. Okay, so the board looks just like that, attached to the case. Then flip that over. This has got an offset hole, lines up with that pin. Okay, so that looks like that. So it's the 2 outer holes that you screw into, not that one at all. So that was my bad, as they say. And then once you've got that assembled, this comes back into play. Then that fits on there like that, and 2 more self-tapping screws. Okay, so that's the assembly, and then from the front, each switch has got an audible click. So that's the end of this issue. I'll put on what the actual control buttons each one does, and a quick shout out to Chris Camplin. He's not been able to upload any videos recently because he's just moved house, so congratulations to him and his missus. And a quick shout out to my dad as well, of course, and anybody else that's watching. So don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.